Hey y'all, so today I'm going to be filming a chatty get ready with me. I'm getting ready to go out for a friend's birthday, and so I thought that I would just sit down, do my makeup on camera for y'all. So if you want to see how I got this look and want to hang out with me, then just keep watching. So I'm going to start off by priming my eyes with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and then I'm going to take the Morphe blending sponge. It's a little bit dirty, please don't judge me, and just blend that out. So I just wanted to sit down and I was doing my makeup anyways, and so I was like, well, I'll just film it, why not? I thought that I would take this time to introduce myself. So hi, I'm Ashley. I'm a sophomore at the University of Alabama, and I'm a double major in marketing and communication studies. And please don't ask me what I want to do with that, because I really don't know. Then I'm just gonna set my eyes with a cream colored shadow, just kind of pat it everywhere. That way it's a clean slate. All right, so now the eyeshadows that I'm using today are they're all from Makeup Geek. Sorry, this is a little beat up, but it's just in this like magnetic palette, and so I stuck them all in here. They're all single eyeshadows, not very expensive. I love Makeup Geek eyeshadows, they're so good. So I'm just gonna be kind of using a combination of all of these, and I'll link to the ones that I use down below. So if you're curious, they'll be down below. So tonight is one of my friend's birthdays, and so that's what I'm getting ready for. We're gonna celebrate her. So I'm just doing some fun makeup, something a little bit more glam than every day. Every day I just kind of throw on some foundation and a little bit of bronzer in the crease, because that's just easiest for me. And when I'm going to class, most of the time I don't wear makeup to class, honestly. So I'm either barefaced or with a full face of makeup. There's really no in between for me. And then I'm also going to be I just got the GRWM concealers in the mail today. So I'm also gonna be filming like a first impressions and wear test of those along with this makeup today. So I'll kind of skip over my concealer whenever we get to that. And that video, I'll link it somewhere once it goes up. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna post first, but definitely look out for that. I also got the GRWM Mario palette, but that won't come in, that just shipped today, and so that won't come in till like next week, and I was too excited, I couldn't wait to do the concealers, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do those today and test them out, see how they are. So I'm really intrigued to try those out, and then I'll try out the shadows. So I don't know if I'm gonna do a video on the eyeshadow palette. I haven't decided on that yet. So let me know, like this video or leave a comment or something if you wanna see that video, or if you want me to do like an Instagram tutorial or just kind of mention it in another video or something like that. We'll just have to see how that goes. But I definitely wanted to get a couple of videos filmed for y'all because I really had a lot of fun filming that first one. I've been wanting to film YouTube videos for a long time now. I am obsessed with makeup videos on YouTube. Okay, so fun little story. The reason that I got into makeup is because whenever I was a freshman in high school, I was on the dance team at my school, and we had to do our makeup like full sparkles, red lip, everything for every game. And I was awful at makeup. I was so bad, and the girls on my team got tired of having to do my makeup every week, and so they were like, Ashley, you really need to figure this out. Like, you need to learn how to do makeup. Like, no offense, but you need to get it together. And so I went home and I started watching YouTube videos, and Jaclyn Hill is who taught me everything that I know. And then over time I just got more and more into it, and now I have this whole list of people that I'm subscribed to, and I have to watch them every morning whenever I wake up, and then every night before I go to sleep. That's like what I do, that's my routine. And so all that to say, I've really wanted to do makeup videos of my own for a really long time. I've been too scared, I guess. It sounds kind of dumb whenever I say it out loud, but I guess just like scared of what people would think. I don't know, it made sense in my head for a really long time, but I was like, you know what, like, I have an iPhone with a nice camera, like, let me just throw it on a tripod in front of my window, so it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, not even, and I'm doing my makeup to go out. But I need the natural light. I don't have like a whole studio and stuff, but I was like, you know what? You have to start somewhere. Like, I'm gonna just see what happens. If the only person who watches it is my mom, then that's great. Like, I'm totally fine with that. So I'm just having a lot of fun with this, and I hope you guys like watching these. If not, I'm just rambling to myself, which is fine. That's totally fine too. Okay, so now I'm gonna take that original shadow that we went in with all over, and I'm just gonna kind of pack that back on the inner corner to kind of bring some of that light back in and really brighten up that inner corner. So now I'm gonna move on to my eyebrows, and I don't wanna talk about my eyebrows. They're a little crazy right now, and I know that. I'm growing them out because I love like that really fluffy, like feathery brow look. But in the meantime, they just look like I don't know, they don't look that cute until I fill them in, and even then, like they're a little bit crazy. They'll get better, I promise. It's a process. So I'm gonna use the Maybelline Total Temptation and just fill in my brows. Okay, so now I'm gonna use my Benefit Gimme Brow in shade 3 and just set my brows. And if I ever go out of focus because I'm like leaning into my mirror, I'm really sorry. Like I said, I'm filming on my phone, and so I don't have like a viewfinder or anything like that. So I have no idea if I'm in the camera. So I'm really sorry if I'm like in and out of focus. I'm gonna see how this goes, and if I'm like can keep up with it and have good feedback. Oh gosh. And have good feedback and stuff, then I might look into getting like an actual like filming camera and like setup and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know, I don't want to spend all that money and then either never have time to film, or nobody even likes my videos, or I don't know. So this is what we're working with for now. It's fine, we'll make it work. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to my face, and I was actually really nervous about going barefaced on camera because my skin has kind of been freaking out lately. I don't know what happened. It's just been kind of crazy, and I've been breaking out, and I don't know, I never put that up on anything because even whenever I go to class, like if I go to class barefaced, oh, this is the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. Even whenever I go to class, I like put concealer on like blemishes and stuff, and so I don't know, but we're about to cover it up, so it doesn't even matter. I'm sitting in front of a window, right? And I live in like a neighborhood off campus, and so there's like people walking by and like people driving by, and right now there's like this girl walking her dog, and somebody just stopped to talk to her, and I feel so creepy right now. Okay, so now for foundation, I'm gonna go in with a combination of, I'm really high maintenance, I know, of the NARS Radiant, what is this even called? Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the lightest shade, and then the Dior Forever Foundation, also in their lightest shade, but this one's actually a little bit too dark for me, and this one's a little bit too light for me, and I really like both of them, so we're gonna mix them together. So now I'm just gonna dot it all over my face. Use that same sponge, I'm just gonna use the flat part to blend that out. And I don't know why, but the sound that this makes whenever I'm like blending out my foundation is so satisfying. Like it's just like a, I don't know. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the KKW concealer, but I'm gonna do it off camera because that's gonna be a separate video because I wanna kind of go in depth about my thoughts and stuff. So make sure you check out that video. I'll link it somewhere below, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. My concealer is on, we're baking. That's why I look so dusty. I'm gonna do set the rest of my face with some powder, and then do bronzer, blush, highlight, finish up my face. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Patrick Star powder, which is what's under my eyes right now, and I'm going to take that on the flat part of my sponge, and I'm gonna use that to set the rest of my face, but not too much of that. I don't want it to go overboard, because I'm also gonna go in with another powder. And I actually learned this trick from Patrick Star himself, is to set with a translucent powder first and then go back over it with a powder that's your skin tone, and then to make it look, take away that powdery look, you just spray, oh that was too much, you just spray really well with MAC Fix Plus, and it just kind of like melts into the skin, but it does make a difference in making your foundation last longer. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this L'Oreal True Match powder. It's like the C1, the lightest one. Do you see a trend? And I'm just gonna take that on, let's use this brush, because I'm just gonna take it on like a really flimsy powder brush, because I don't want a whole lot, and I'm just gonna kind of dust that everywhere that we just set, but I'm still leaving that bake because I want it to bake. If you don't know what baking is, it's basically you just put a whole bunch of excess powder on the places that you put concealer, and then you let it sit for a long time, 5-10 minutes, as long as you can, and it kind of sinks into the skin and melts supposedly the heat of your skin, melts it into your makeup, and it really does make a difference in setting your makeup and making it last longer. So I like to do it sometimes, not every time I do my makeup, because I don't have time for that. Please don't judge me, this brush is stained. It's not that dirty, it's just really stained. So I'm gonna take my Marc Jacobs bronzer that I talked about in my last video, which I will link at some point in this video. I'm obsessed with this bronzer. It looks so good every time. My hair's getting in it. You cannot go wrong with this bronzer. Oh, and this is like a massive MAC brush, MAC 135. Not necessarily, I think Morphe has one that's really similar, but I do like the way that it applies my bronzer, because it's kind of precise, but it's kind of not. Does that even make sense? I don't know. All right, so now I'm going to dust off the bake, and I'm gonna use this same brush to dust off bake. Okay, so now I'm going to take this Essence Brighten Up banana powder, and I'm going to use that to brighten up underneath my eyes. So I'm gonna take this Morphe M438, it's like a little tulip brush. I'm just gonna kind of hack that under my eyes. Whoa, okay, that was a lot. Oops. Okay, so now that we are super bright because of this amazing powder, which is like $4.99, I'm going to go ahead and put on some blush because I feel like I look like I'm dead. Okay, so I wasn't gonna contour, but I changed my mind. I feel like I really need to. So I'm gonna use my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and then I'm just gonna contour my cheekbones a little bit. And I just use like a little bit of each of the two lightest shades, and just, yeah, that's so much better. I thought that I could get away with just bronzer with this look, but I feel like I'm gonna end up going heavy on the eyes once I get to the under eye, and so I want to balance it out, and it's better to do it now than to go back in later, so it can't hurt. So I'm going to take a different brush and a tiny bit of these powders, and I'm going to contour my nose. And I can't talk while I'm doing this either, so I apologize. I actually really like my nose. That's probably one of my favorite features about myself, except for the fact that I have a double chin. But I really like the way it looks. whenever I contour. My allergies are killing me and I can't sneeze. I've been sneezing all day, and if I sneeze after I get this nose contour, it's over. I'm just done. I'm not going. I'm staying home. I can't do it. Okay, so now I'm gonna use some MAC Fix Plus, and I'm gonna like melt everything in together like I said. So I'm just gonna spray this everywhere. Oh, why did I open my mouth that soon? I don't, why am I like this? Okay, so then I like to do my highlight while that is still setting on my face. So I'm gonna use the Anastasia Amrezy highlight that I talked about in my other video. And I'm just gonna put that, using the Anastasia brush that kind of goes with it. I'm gonna put that on the tops of my cheekbones. And I'm really gonna pack this on because I love highlight. It's probably my favorite part of my makeup. Yeah, it's my favorite part of my makeup. So I'm just gonna hack it on. You can't even see, it's, okay, so it's like raining. Is it actually raining? Okay, it's just really cloudy. It's been raining all day. It's really gross outside. The lighting is just not my friend, but we're just gonna go with it. Okay, so now I'm going to use another setting spray. This one is the Glam Glow Setter. Say that 5 times fast. I'm just gonna spray this all over, same way that I did with the MAC one, so. So now that everything is set and locked in place, I'm gonna move on and finish the eyes. So I'm gonna take those same eyeshadows again, and I'm gonna go to the lower lash line. I'm gonna use this Morphe brush, which this is probably my favorite brush of all time. It is stained black because, okay, so story time. So doing my makeup in the airport because I was going to Vegas to meet my parents and one of my friends. We were going to see a George Strait concert. So amazing, time of my life. But I didn't want to look like a toe whenever I showed up. Ugly face again. So I was doing my makeup in the airport and I was using eyeliner. And of course everyone was staring at me already because I'm sitting on the ground doing a full beat in the middle of the Birmingham airport, which if you've ever been to the Birmingham airport, you know that there's like 5 people there and that Morgan Freeman is the voiceover, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm in the Birmingham airport, full beat, working on it. And I open up my eyeliner, my liquid eyeliner that's like a pen, and I've got my makeup on my lap, my brushes, this brush laying on my lap. I open it and it explodes and black ink goes everywhere. All over I was wearing my favorite shirt, all over my favorite shirt, all over my brushes, and there was nothing I could do because I'm in the middle of the airport, and so I just kind of like wiped it, which made it worse, and then just kind of shoved my brushes back in, and so this one did not survive. The black was stained, but I'm still using it because it still works. It's just black at the very bottom. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with this little e.l.f. brush. It's a tiny little domed brush, and I'm gonna take a darker color. I'm gonna take this dark brown color, and I'm going to run that along my lower lash line, and we're gonna kind of like build up deeper colors until we get to black, and then I'll add in some liner, pack on more black, make it super smoky. I hope this works. Let's see. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back in with that other shade. We just used the kind of lighter, I don't even know if I was showing you this. This one, that doesn't even help you. I'm gonna go back in with that one and blend that out. If you're scared to do like dark, really smoky looks, the secret is to just go back in every time you do something, every time you add a deeper color with that original transition shade that you used, and just blend everything out and just keep building up, blending out, building up, blending out. And if you do that every single time, I promise it's gonna look good. It might not look good at first, but you just keep blending and eventually it'll look good. Okay, so now I'm gonna use that same brush and we're gonna go with black. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna go in with my black eyeliner and I'm going to take my sponge and I'm gonna hold my skin down with my sponge. That way the heat of my fingers doesn't like melt through, mess up my under eyes. I'm just gonna run this along the waterline and along the tight line on the top. So this is gonna look super gross. I'm just gonna skip through this part. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the eyeliner and I'm gonna go like a little bit below the waterline, if that makes sense. Like outside of the waterline, that way I can smudge it out. So I'm gonna work one eye at a time with this, and I'm gonna use this Smith brush to blend that out. That looks terrifying. Now I'm gonna do the other side, and then we'll fix it. So now that I look like a raccoon, I'm gonna take this same pencil brush and go back into that brown shadow and blend that out. Back in, I think, hopefully one last time with that transition shade. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with some mascara. I really love, I guess this is just like the Essence tutorial. I really love this Essence Volume Stylist mascara. Also really cheap. I think it's really good. I don't really do high-end mascaras because I don't think that they really do anything. Like, I don't think they're that effective, and so like, why would I spend all that money if I can get just even better results with a $4 mascara? Just my opinion. Okay, so now that I have the mascara on, it looks a little more normal. It'll look even better, I think, once I get the lashes on. But see, like, okay, I'm a fan of like nothing on the top, and then I might actually even end up smoking out the lower lash line some more. So I'm gonna let my mascara dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna put on my false lashes. I know for a fact that I can't do those on camera, so I'll be back in just a minute with false lashes. Okay, so I'm back, lashes are on. I kind of winged out the shadow a little bit, so it's like the shadow of a winged liner. I just thought that it looked cool with the eye look. The lashes that I'm using are from Pure, they're the Diva lashes. Okay, let's just move on to lips. So I'm gonna use the Maybelline Color Sensational Totally Toffee Lip Liner. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the Dose of Colors On Repeat gloss. This is my finished look, so I hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with me. Make sure you check out my other videos that are linked, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!